Today I got, as promised, Perdomo Exhibicion Sungrown. I guess it's in Toro size. I would say 6x56. Has a nice. This is a bit more toothy than the other Perdomo wrappers I'm used to. There's a bit more tooth. It's a really nice light brown, tan color. It may be sand. Has a beautiful band. Very beautiful. It says Exhibit Sungrown, factory aged. This has a sun-grown, bourbon-aged wrapper. The rest is all Nicaraguan with Cuban seed Nicaraguan filler, so it's a Nicaraguan puro, like most Perdomos, if not all of them. The wrapper has a really nice, dry, sweet hay smell. It's really nice. It has a faint sweetness. I'm gonna light it. I had an event yesterday, a Perdomo event at my local store, and I picked up this Lotus lighter, quadruple torch. You can see it says Perdomo Cigars engraved. This is the second one I got. I also got one in silver. I got another hat, and I have one that I got autographed by Nick Perdomo Jr. and Billy Perdomo. Picked up a box of Perdomo 2s, which I'm gonna be reviewing. And Maduro. Be reviewing those. And the natural version, that's the Maduro version. I picked up a Perdomo cigar case, which they don't make anymore. And I also got it autographed, as you can see, by Nick Perdomo and Billy Perdomo. It holds a Robustos 5x60s. So pretty much now that I got it autographed, I can't really use it. So I gotta find another case. But it was nice of them to autograph all my stuff. And I spoke to Billy again, and that was pretty cool. Told him I did reviews on their cigars. Says he's gonna be checking them out. Anyway, so I'm gonna be using my quadruple torch. That's pretty unique. I haven't seen that in any other lighter. You usually see 3 jets, not 4. It's a little windy today. It's gonna be hard to toast it evenly. This is about my 5th Exhibicion, Sungrown. It's probably my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite for Perdomo, this is probably it. I don't have a favorite Perdomo, but if you were to put me on the spot and ask me if you could only have one, I would probably pick this one, after a lot of thinking. But I'd probably pick this one in the end. Like if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only have one cigar, I'd probably pick this. Gives off a good amount of smoke. Very smooth. Got a bit of spice here. Not so much pepper, just a nice spice. I'm tasting some cedar. It's nice and woody. Kind of like how the wrapper smelled. It's real creamy too. It's creamy, woody. It's like a cedar taste. And a bit of spice. See, the smoke is nice and thick, has a nice body to it. I would say it's medium to full body. These are a bit more potent in strength than some other Perdomos, but still not enough to give you a headache or anything. But I wouldn't have one of these in the morning, because it does have a bit of strength, but not enough to incapacitate you or anything. It's a double cap. It's real nice and toothy. It's like rustic looking. Real nice wrapper. So I'm getting the spice still. Real toasty. And the spice, you feel the spice. It's makes your tongue tingle. And despite that, I'm not picking up any pepper. I'm just feeling the spice, but I don't taste any pepper. I taste that woodiness, the cedar, the cream, and it's real silky smooth, the smoke. It's not super thick. The 20th anniversary Sungrown, the smoke is thicker and even spicier. So this is like the way I would explain this is like a mellowed down version of the 20th anniversary Sungrown. The 20th anniversary Sungrown has a bit more kick in body and in spice, but they're both very creamy and very smooth. Silky smoke. I'll show you guys. Take one of the cigars out that I'm going to be reviewing. This I don't see many reviews of, and a lot of stores don't even have it. Let's see. Here we go. It's a Perdomo 2 limited edition 2008. This is the Maduro version. The natural version has a red wrapper. I also have those. I'll be reviewing that. Probably review the natural first so I can see the difference with the Maduro wrapper. As you can see, it's very nice and box pressed. It's like a nice rectangular shape. It's a Cuban box press, very traditional. And they're aged 5 years. And they have a very modest price. They're around, goes to around $6 a piece. And of course, if you buy a box of them, you get an even bigger discount. That I would recommend the Perdomo 2s. If you're new to cigars and you want to try a Perdomo, you're new to them, or you just want a simple, good, cheap cigar that isn't overly complex or overwhelming in body or strength, I would pick up a Perdomo 2 Natural. They're in no way bland or plain. They're just not super complex, and they're very mild. Not extremely mild. Not like a Nick Sticks Connecticut or, you know, it's not super mild. And it's not loaded with flavor, but it's a good everyday cigar. Any time of the day cigar. And of course, like all Perdomos, it's well made, well blended. Show you guys the burn. Pretty good. It's going down a bit, but like always, it will fix itself. I have no doubt of that. So I won't even touch it. This has the Exhibicion has a lighter pack than some of the other Perdomos. It's not as hefty. Has a bit more loose pack. It's not a bad thing. It's just something to note. I punched it today. This particular cigar, I like it punched. Some cigars I prefer punched or cut. This one I like punched. I'm still getting a lot of woodiness. A nice dry spicy woodiness with a little bit of cream. I'm getting a little bit of a, hard to explain, it's not bitterness, but that's like the closest word I can find. Like a zest, like a zesty flavor, like in the back of my tongue. That might just be me, but yeah, it's still there. Like a lemon zest or something, like citrusy in the back. Not too strong, but it's there. From now on, pretty much, since I've been doing, I'll pretty much only review Perdomo unless I get a request. At least until I've reviewed every Perdomo there is, or that I can get my hands on. I'll get those out of the way since they're my favorite, and I have them. So I'll get all the Perdomos out of the way first, and then I'll start doing other things. Unless I get a request, and then I'll do a request. But what I plan on reviewing in the future, I have a lot of, I guess you could say my second favorite company is Carlos Toraño. They make good cigars. I pretty much enjoy their entire line, kind of like Perdomo. Yeah, so I have like 6 or 7 different Carlos Toraños in there that I'm aging nicely for my reviews, that I won't touch until I'm done with all my Perdomos, so they should be nice and aged by then. And then after that, maybe some Olivas. Maybe, yeah, some Oliva. Maybe some Arturo Fuente. But I'm going to try to do my Perdomos first, and then maybe my Carlos Toraño, unless I get, in the middle of it, requests. It's real toasty. It's hard to explain. Nice toastiness. Nice dry woody spice. You still feel the spice, it tingles. Still medium to full body, but closer to full. It's also very consistent, like pretty much every Perdomo. The flavors don't change too much, which isn't a bad thing. Well, I mean, why change something good? This cigar I pretty much only have in the evening. I really like to have this in the evening. Early in the day, I like a Nick Sticks, Connecticut. Maybe a Grand Cru, Connecticut. An Habano, Connecticut. Or a Lot 23 in any wrapper. It's a good, simple, not plain. It's a nice, simple, smooth cigar that you can have any time of the day. I'll probably be doing one of those soon, a Lot 23. It's very cheap as well. If you want to taste, if you're a new smoker, or if you just want to enjoy simple, rustic, well-aged, well-fermented, just a good, timeless flavor of aged tobacco, of what a cigar should be. Because every cigar in the background, the foundation of any good cigar should be that very good, that very nice aged tobacco taste. That should be the backbone of every cigar. And if you want to try that without anything else, with pretty much no other flavors mixed into the mixture, you should have a Lot 23 by Perdomo. That's a good cigar for you to taste what nice aged tobacco is. If you're new to cigars, that's a good cigar to try out, so you can get used to what every cigar should have, that nice aged tobacco. Now that's pretty much all you get out of it, but that's good. I'll show you guys the burn, 14 minutes in. It's not perfect, but it'll align itself. It's about a little over an hour smoke. Like I said, I've had more of these. This is about my 5th or 6th one. So it comes up to around an hour and a half. I'll write down to see exactly how long this one in particular was, but on average an hour and a half smoke time. And basically what's going to happen is, or what I think will happen, as judging on my memory of all the other ones I've had, is that the flavors won't change, but they'll transition in strength. Like a certain type of flavor will overpower the other one, and then that one will subside, and then it'll switch. But the flavors will stay there. Alright, I'll do a part 2. Till next time.